Yo, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Welcome back to the third episode of Which Party Will I Vote For and Why It Won't Be. On today's episode is about DA, why it won't be DA. I'm gonna be going through DA's manifesto, going to be highlighting the DA's positives and also the negatives, and also going through what is it that might push people to vote for DA and why people will not be voting for DA. So without wasting any time, let me just get one. I want to say one thing before I get into today's video. Just want to say, man, thank you guys so much for watching the content. Thank you guys for liking the content, and also those that are subscribing from watching the content. I thank you so much. And I also would like to urge you guys, please do subscribe. Don't just watch and move on. I checked the analytics. There's like more than 80% of people watching the content consistently and returning and watching the episode consistently. We need you guys to subscribe. We need you guys to subscribe. It helps the channel to grow. It helps the channel to reach the larger audience. So please, guys, just do me that favor. While you're watching, just click the subscribe button and also click the like button. It will help so much. It will help so much. So yeah, I just wanted to also say that. Another thing that I want to stress: remember, guys, this is not an agenda or an attack to any other party specifically. I'm going. Like I said, I will be going through each and every party, discussing their manifestos and giving my fair criticism to each and every party. And another thing that I want to say: I see you guys are not very nice in the comments. So, which I did expect, and you know what, you guys are free to comment whatever you want to say in the comment. I don't want to restrict you guys from voicing out your frustration, but then again, yeah, let me not get too much into that. And another thing that I also want to say: I'm gonna be creating so much content around elections. I'll be going through to different voting stations, interviewing voters and also other parties on the after the elections, when they'll be counting the votes. We'll be going live with different people, having different guests, discussing, having conversation and having debates, and yeah, it's gonna be interesting. So I want to urge you guys to subscribe, because I promise you guys I won't disappoint you. And also, as you have noticed, we do variety of content. Graduates, there's also gonna be a graduates podcast where I'll be interviewing graduates. We're currently shooting, and this is a lot of things that I'll be a lot of positive things that I'll be doing on this channel. So please, I need you guys to subscribe. So yeah, let's get on today's episode and discuss the reasons why I will not be voting for DA. And yeah, so my biggest issue with DA are just okay. Before getting into that, let's go through DA's manifesto. A beautiful manifesto, clear, straightforward, concise. No 100 pages, no 50 pages of empty promises. I feel like they have one of the most realistic manifesto compared to other parties, because other parties, they have like more than 50 pages of manifesto. By the time you get to 15th page, you already forgot what the first or second page said. And also, let's be realistic. Some things that this party include in their manifestos, they are not realistic. And I feel like this one is realistic, because you can see, okay, they didn't promise so many things. A lot of things that they promised, they are achievable. Other parties, that promise us things that are not realistic, and you ask yourself, like, not sure about that. So like with this one, they have like about 7 points. This DA's rescue plan for South Africa. Yes, we need to be rescued. We need great interventions. We need to be rescued. They have like great first point is creating 2 million jobs. They didn't say 5 million jobs, they didn't say 4 million jobs. 2 million jobs in 5 years is doable. Possibly even more. They can even create more than that. But then it was smart of them to say 2 million jobs, because if they, let's say, they're in power and they exceed 2 million jobs, that would be impressive. And then you go into the second point, and load shedding and water shedding. They have like half the rate of violent crime, including murder, attempted murder, and gender-based violence. and crush corruption by abolishing cadre deployment in favor of merit-based appointment. Very important, very important, very important. Also have violent crime, very important, because these things are, especially like crime is on the rise in South Africa. Leave 6 million people out of poverty. Very much important, because if people are in poverty, they will do whatever it takes to make sure that they have food on the table. They will go to crime. They will commit crimes. They will kill. They will scam people, whatever it takes, so that they survive. Triple number of grateful learners who can read for meaning. Also very important, ensure quality healthcare for all, irrespective of economic status. Also very important, because our clinics and hospitals are bad. So we need to have a proper healthcare system that is working. And also, I think that I was going through the manifesto. Very important. There's like 0.79 not percent number of doctor to 1,000 patients. It's not. Think of these doctors that are working this many hours. It's not. We need to. There's so many doctors that are home, that are unemployed. That cannot be right. Imagine you spend so much years at varsity studying this thing that you're passionate in, and then you end up not being employed while you're in a country that is lacking, that is in dire need of doctors. Hospitals and clinics don't have doctors. Clinics are crying out for doctors, and on top of that, you have doctors that are home and not employed. It cannot be right. Therefore, me, I feel very strong about, and it's something that ANC need to, if they do retain the power, they need to make sure that they improve. We cannot have doctors sitting at home while clinics and hospitals are not having enough doctors. That cannot be right. It cannot be right. So, and then from there, so that's one of the things that I'm not going to be going through the manifesto page by page, but I would urge you guys to go through the manifesto and familiarize yourself with the manifesto, because I felt like this was like the most not perfect, because like the other things that were not included in the manifesto, because I was like, they didn't mention this, they didn't mention other things that I feel like they're very that I feel very strong about it, especially like issues of our borders, issues of the immigrant and such things. They were not included in the manifesto. And so, because I feel like that with the coming elections, those are the things, those are the one of the most important things that like people are looking at. And okay, are you going to improve this part? Are you going to improve the immigrant, the issues of immigration? Because it needs to be improved, it needs to be taken care of. So yeah, then like now just gonna go through okay, yeah, I think I've said enough about the manifesto. I wanna talk about things that I'm kind of like uncomfortable with regarding DA, reasons why I might not be voting for DA, which are so far I think I have two issues that I might not vote for DA. So my thing is, I feel like the difference when you go to Cape Town, right? Because like Western Cape, that's like that's a DA's province. They've been in control of that province for some time now. So, and there are nice parts in Cape Town, and where this like so attractive, I would say, for lack of a better word, it's mostly white people that are staying in those areas. But then you go to the not most desired areas like Gugule to Imizamaye to Kayelicha, Langa, Philip, and other towns. Those people are still like living in such bad conditions. Their living conditions are still so bad, very bad. And I'm like, since DA has been in control of this province for such a long time, why haven't they improved these townships? If we are to trust them to rule South Africa, why are they only prioritizing the side that is mostly occupied by middle class and also the high class people? Because like people in townships, they're still like struggling, they're still suffering, they still have not having the basic needs. They still, the service delivery is still not there, and that that makes me worry. If like if I'm like now I'm worried about that. I want to trust DA. I want to believe that like they have good intentions. I want to believe that if they get in power, they will they will do good. They will improve South Africans' life, and they will try to make sure that like they deliver for each and every people, not is cover like that issue of we only prioritize this type of people. You guys, we're not gonna be prioritizing you. We cannot have that. We need each and every person in South Africa prioritized. And I know it's difficult. It's not possible to. It is possible, but it's very hard to achieve. But then again, we need equality. We cannot have like a situation of Gomorrah, Alexander, and Sandton. We cannot have a situation of Cape Town, the good side of Cape Town and the bad side of Cape Town. Even as much as it can never be the same, but then please also let's prioritize them. Let's try and do the best that we can so that we can improve their life. The crime in those areas that I mentioned still very, very bad. The lack of basic service delivery. There's a lot of issues still in Cape Town, and I know most people like when they think of Cape Town, places like Gugulethu, Khayelitsha, Imizamiyethu, Langa, and Philippi, they don't come to mind, and they only think of the nicer side of Cape Town and a nicer side of Western Cape. I mean, and that situation cannot continue. So I feel like if DA can do something about Philippi, Langa, Imizamiyethu, and Khayelitsha, and Gugulethu, if they can start doing something about those areas and try to improve their lives and try to limit the crime in those areas, then people will trust DA. People will trust. They will see, oh, okay, they actually also paying attention to the other side of of Western Cape. So let's give them a chance. Again, I'm not happy with Tshwane. Tshwane is dirty. Tshwane is dirty. Like, where I go to work, there's an area that I pass. That area is so dirty. There's rubbish. Like the municipal people, they don't fetch the rubbish that side. It's been there for, I think they come once in a month. And I'm like, this should be a weekly thing. This should be taken care of every single week. Now they don't do that, and even yesterday I passed there. It was bad. The rubbish was just all over, and I'm like, we have what's happening? Why they not take it? Why is the rubbish not collected here? And those are the things that like I'm like, I'm not really sure about you now. And another thing that I want to stress with regarding DA, you go through DA's leadership, right? You go through DA's leadership, and before getting into the DA's leadership, let's talk about the black what do you call, because they have like a couple of black people in good in higher positions, people like Mbalintuli, Pumzile Fendem, Musi Maimani, Herman Mashaba, and Lindwe Masubuku. Those are the people that like they change most black people's opinions about DA. Most people's opinions changed about DA when they were in that party, and all of them, all these people that I've mentioned here, they've all left DA, and which makes me a bit uncomfortable. And I'm thinking like, wait a minute, why is it only always black people that are leaving DA? There must be a reason behind that, and I'm not accusing DA of anything, and I want to believe that DA is not a racist county, and I believe that a party, and I believe that DA is not a racist party, but then it just makes me uncomfortable that most of is always like black people that are leaving DA, and mostly they have